All right. So welcome. Hi, everybody. This is our very first Zoom meeting for my team. Of course, you probably know who I am. If you're watching this video, my name is Alicia Lytle. I am the leader for a fabulous team of individuals who have decided that they wanted to take their health and wellness journey, as well as to develop another stream of income for their families. And the team of ladies that we currently have right now are absolutely phenomenal. We know we will be adding some men later. So I'm saying this in advance to all you men who are going to be coming in the future. Welcome to you as well. We're just going to welcome you right on in because we recognize that this opportunity is not just for ladies. This is an opportunity that is life-changing, and so many people are catching the vision. And I had a wonderful call and a wonderful discussions and text messages and messages with so many people who are so excited about the journey, and yet we oftentimes need a little bit more information about what we need to do to get going. So I wanted to take this opportunity, since the call that we had been canceled with Sarah tonight, to just give you some tips, some strategies, as well as to show you what techniques we can use to make sure that we have the knowledge that we need to move our businesses forward. Sometimes we may have a desire to move our business forward, but we just don't know how to do it. I know there's quite a few people who are on the team who haven't had their first sale yet, who haven't found their first customer yet. And so this information is really, really, really designed to help you propel and to just get started. So I'm going to go ahead and go into a different mode so I can see my screen. Here, let me do that. All right, let me see. Exit full screen. Okay, wait a minute. Nope, that's not what I needed to do. All right, I appreciate you guys being patient with me because, as you know, this is my first time utilizing show small active speaker video. Hi, thumbnail. What's this one? Nope, I want this one. Okay, and then that's gallery view. And then this is speaker view. All right, I'm learning how to change the views on this. All right, I apologize for those of you who are watching this and going, what is she doing? Okay, so as I said, this is our first time using Zoom for our meeting. So I am trying to figure out how to do it. Welcome, my mom just joined, so I'm super excited. But I just want to show you guys some really quick things. I don't want to make this a long call. I know that the Indians are playing and people are watching that. But if you're like me and you're not necessarily watching the Indians game, hi, Ma, you are able to follow along with me. So I got Janice here, I got you here. What we're going to do, I'm just going to show you some things because I've gotten some people who are new to the team who are starting to develop an interest in sharing the products with other people. And so, you know, initially, most people are kind of reserved about it. They don't want to talk about it to other people. You know, they just want to see for themselves, how does it work for them? And then gradually they feel like sharing it with people. But what usually happens is then it's like, oh no, what do I do? Because, you know, they weren't really looking to do this as a business. So they didn't do all the trainings and read all the manuals and all of that. So now that they actually have people who want to use their products, they may not know what to do. So that's what I wanted to share you. I wanted to walk through and share my screen with you and show you what it is I do to enroll a new customer. So I'm going to take you, I'm going to start you off. Hopefully you can see my computer screen. And I'm just going to open up a new window. And I'm going to go shopping. Let's see whose site can I go to. You want to know your site name. So I want to start by just showing you how to figure out what your name is for your site, okay? So if by chance you don't know your website name and you're going, oh man, I want to enroll someone, but I don't even know what is my name. So what I would do is I would start by clicking on account services. So hold on, I got to move this window so I can see. Okay, I would click on account services and then I would click on my settings. Okay, when I click on my settings, in just a moment here, it's going to open up my information. And so if I ever forget my website, I can look right here and I can see my site is shopmyplexus.com, Alicia Lytle. So imagine I'm at the bus stop, or I'm at the beauty supply store, or I'm at my doctor's office, and I'm talking to someone and they said, man, you look really healthy. You look like, your hair is growing, or your skin looks healthy, or you've lost weight. What have you been doing? And I say, actually, let me show you the products I'm using. I'm on a new health regimen now. And if I forgot my site, I went here, and then I just click on my link. Once I click on my link, this is actually going to take me to my store. So this is the way that we do business. Other people, when they're doing business, they may have to go to a physical store. My husband has a business and he has to go to the physical location to do business. We have the benefit of being able to do business anywhere. We can be on a boat, we can be on the Nautica, we can be on the Good Time 2, or we can be on a cruise in Jamaica. Wherever there's a cell phone connection, our business is open. So that's the great thing. And then I also want you to see our business is open in Australia, it's in Canada, it's in New Zealand, and it's in USA. So we're not just limited to the United States. Our business, we ship to all of these locations, USA, New Zealand, Canada, and Australia. So as you're on the internet, if you're on Facebook, if you're on social media, and you meet somebody and they're in another country and they're interested, you can still share with them. It's not a problem. But we're in the USA, so I'm going to use USA. And let's say they're asking me questions and I really don't know how to explain it. Not a problem. We have a very thorough product guide. So as you see, I clicked here and they're talking about detox. So I'm like, okay, look, that says detox. So I'm going to click on detoxification. And then it's going to give me the buzzwords to say. I'm just going to say, most of us, our bodies are burdened with toxic waste. And, our metabolisms are sluggish. And that's just from having excess toxic waste. That leaves us tired. It leaves us achy. It leaves us bloated and with low energy. So we have some detox products that can help expel the waste and those accumulated toxins from your body. There you go. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to take it right off the site. So then if they're interested, these are our detox products. See, I didn't even have to know a lot about the company and all our lines. I just went straight here. Now, let's buy it. Let's say the customer sees this information. They say, well, I don't know about that ProBio 5, but I definitely want to get that Bio Cleanse. That sounds like something I need. So what I'm going to do is, you see the little picture of the bottle. I'm just going to click the bottle. When I click the bottle, this is also good if you have that person who says, I need to take this to my doctor first. I want to have some information to share with them. I say, no problem. I'm going to shift from overview to label, and I'm going to tell them, let's just print this label off. And then you can take this to your doctor and share it with them. And it'll show them that it has vitamin C, magnesium, sodium, and bioflavonoid. So you take this, you show your doctor. If they say it's okay, then, let me know. So that's something important to know too. If somebody ever asks you what's in that, do you think for 1 second I know everything that's in all the products we have? No, I don't. I use our website, and you can do the same thing. So now let's say they want it. They really want it, to be honest with you, because of what you shared about it from your personal experience. 90% of your customers are not interested in the label. They just want to know, did it work for you? If it worked for you, if it worked for someone maybe you don't take this product, but someone else does, they want to know about it from that standpoint. So now you just need to tell them which way do they want to check out. This is very important. I want to share this with you guys because a lot of people don't know this. There's really an advantage for them to buy preferred. Of course, there's an advantage for you, but it's an advantage for them as well. And you want them to know that. You really don't want them to buy retail unless they're consciously choosing to ignore all the benefits of buying preferred. What are those benefits? Well, when they buy preferred, the first thing you're going to see immediately is you're going to get a price savings. So that's the first benefit of buying preferred. But then on top of that, you're also going to be able to get another discount 20% off if you stay a preferred customer for 4 months. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to click preferred. And most of the time, people are nervous about preferred because if they dealt with another company who was not very reputable, then they may be worried that this is going to lock them in and that they're going to be stuck getting this stuff and they don't want it. And so one of the things that you definitely want to communicate to them is say, I'm going to go ahead and sign you up as a preferred customer because that's going to give you a discount on your initial purchase. And then if you decide to allow it to continue to ship to you automatically after the 4th month, that's also going to give you a 20% savings on your product going forward. And I don't want you to miss that by just signing up as a retail. And then once you realize that you love it, now you're going to have to wait another 4 months before you can get the additional 20% off. So I always tell them, let me go ahead and sign you up as a preferred customer now. And to your concern about whether or not you'll be locked in, you're going to get your own sign-in. They'll get their own username and password when you check out. And of course, because of that, they have full control. They can log back in and change the date that ships so that if they don't want it to ship on that date, let's say they only get paid on the 15th and the 30th, they can log in and change their shipment date to the 15th or the 30th. Or let's say 1 month they have a situation and their car breaks down and they have to spend money and they don't want it to ship at all. They can log in and cancel the shipment just for that month. So once they understand, oh, I have that much control, I can stop the shipment, I can move it, they are more than willing to go ahead and sign up for preferred. That's what you want, because when people sign up for preferred customer, it makes it easier for you. You're not having to check with them every month and go through this whole process. Once you've gone through it, then you automatically earn income when it ships to them every month. You automatically are receiving that preferred bonus as well as the commission. So that's really key. So let's add this to the cart. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second because I can hear, and I just need to make sure that I know that I have everybody muted. Okay, let me just double check. Mute all. Yep, okay. Awesome. So everybody's muted again. So now, as you can see, the product has gone into the cart. So at first you may not have noticed it. And so what we can do is click on this cart and it's going to show me, okay, I have the Plexus Bio Cleanse in the cart. Notice there's 180 pills, but I also want to show with you that this product, there's actually one that's less. So you could tell them, let's just start you off with the 120. The 120 is going to, if they take it twice a day, like recommended, that's going to get them a whole month. Some people only take it once a day, like at nighttime. So that might get them 2 months. So depending on how much they take it, that's going to depend on how long that bottle is going to last them. And I learned that just from doing the math. So now that I put, let's go to my cart, it says begin shopping. So I'm going to check that. I've already gotten their permission to sign them up as a preferred customer. So I'm going to check that. And then it says, as a preferred customer, you agree to a monthly recurring order of any of our products at a lower cost than what a retail customer has to pay. As a preferred customer, you may cancel your monthly purchase at any time 15 days after your initial purchase. So there it is. They can see it for themselves. They have the freedom to cancel it, and they say, I agree. Now I have the shopping cart. Let me go back to that cart. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. So now they'll be able to check out. People always ask you, is there a promo code? There's typically not. When we do run a promotion, you'll know about it. And then we hit checkout as preferred. Once you hit checkout as preferred, everything else is really self-explanatory. We're just going to put their first name in, their last name, the billing address. That just means the address that their credit card information is connected to, because sometimes it's different for people than the shipping address. Then we're going to put their phone number and their email address. It's very important to put their email address here, because that's where they're going to get a confirmation that their order was placed and their order was shipped. Now, You may be wondering, how can I make sure that I get credit for this? Well, that's what sponsor ID stands for. That's where it says verify sponsor. So if I want to see my name, I just click verify sponsor, and then there it is, Alicia Lytle. So I know that this sale is going on my account. Now, like we promised that customer, this is going to be totally under their control. So I'm going to let them pick a username. Normally, I give them like the first initial. So if it's Jane Doe, just say J D-O-E, and then password. If they don't have one in mind, sometimes I'll just say, let me just set it up as your zip code. And then when I'm not around, you can go back in and change it to something else. So I got them set up. I got their username. I got their password. And then I click that they agree. And here's the last screen that I know can tie some people up. You've got to be able to see the CAPTCHA. And this is a requirement so that Plexus knows that this isn't a robot just putting in orders. So I've got to type in that 3, that capital A, that capital Q, and that capital N before it's going to let me go any further. And then once I do that, if this was all filled out, I would click order summary. So I know sometimes people are wondering, like, well, what do I do? Because they don't see a next button. It's not going to say next. It's just going to say order summary. And if everything was filled out, which it's not, it would say order summary. So what I'll do, let me see if it'll let me fill it out. I'm just going to try Jane Doe, just so we can just show you guys Dressler. I'm just going to use the church. And that's in Garfield. And that's in Ohio. Okay. So I'm just going to make up some information and see if it'll let me go. Phone number is not required. So email, I'm just gonna mail at churchforall.org. All right, so I think I have enough information for it to let me go. All right, no, it wants a phone number. Okay, let me give a phone number. Okay. 216 the 365-3336. Okay, so now that I've given it the name, the address, the phone number, and the email, and I made up a username and a password. Okay, so now I got to change the CAPTCHA. And here's the important. I'm glad this is happening to me, because if this were to happen to you, anytime you're getting an error message, just look at what's red. It's going to tell you what's wrong. So what's wrong is the CAPTCHA error entry is invalid. So, you know, once you get an error message, it's no big deal. You just fix whatever they said is wrong. See, the CAPTCHA changed, and I didn't know that. So it's FGCC8P5. So now I should be able to go unless there's something else wrong. Like they may not like the username and password I came up with, but let's see. It likes it. Okay, wonderful. So as you can see, now I can see her order. The order summary is she wants the BioCleanse 180. That's $34.95. And now I can see her tax is $3.23. And I can see that her shipping is $5.45. So her total is going to be $43.63. So I'm going to review that with her and tell her if that's all correct, then we can move forward. I also want you to see that because of the date that we're placing this order, her next one is going to ship on November 28th. And again, she can go back and change that and say, no, I want my next one to ship on November 15th or on November 30th. She can go back and change that. So you're going to click payment information. And then this is where this part is self-explanatory. We're going to put her credit card information. And once we put the credit card information in, then we have us a new customer, a new preferred customer. But let me just review that. You're going to put the name on that card. You got to be specific. So if it's Alicia M. Lytle, you can't just put Alicia Lytle. It has to say Alicia M. Lytle. Then you put the card number, the expiration date, and the verification code. And that's just the last 3 digits on the back of the card. And then you don't have to type in the billing address again. It's already there for you. But if for some reason they say, no, 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 that's not my billing address, it's something else, then you just uncheck this box and type in the right address for them. And if this were finished, if I had actually put the information in here, I would be done by just clicking on process order. That's it. It's that simple. So I'm going to switch back to me now so you can see me. So that is that simple. That's how I would help my first customer enroll. Now, you can do that with as many customers as you want to, or you can have the customer do that themselves. It just depends on their comfort level. There are some people who, like me, I personally would love to do that myself because I just want to do it. But then there's some people that, you know, I have had say, just take a picture of my credit card, you do it. And they just don't want to be bothered. So they say, you know, here, you know my name, you know my number, you fill that out. Here, just take a picture of my card. If they want you to do that, you need to take a picture of the front of it, take a picture of the back of it, and then delete the picture after you place their order. I've also had people text me their stuff. I had somebody who wanted to enroll that way. So I just texted her back and forth. And I said, you know, okay, what's your full name? And then she gave it to me. Then I typed that in. And then I texted and said, okay, what's your billing address? Then she sent it. Then I typed that in. I said, okay, what's your credit card number? And she texted it. And then I sent that. And we did the whole thing like that. When we got done, she said, delete my information. And I went in through my text messages and deleted all her private information. So you can do it either way. You can do it texting them back and forth. If they're on the phone, they can give you the information and you could type it in. Or if they're comfortable doing it themselves, they can go to your website. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody at least knew how to do it, because we had someone this weekend and I almost didn't get their call, and I would have hated that they wouldn't have been able to have their first customer because I wasn't there to walk them through. So I wanted to walk everyone through together so that you guys can know how to do it. I'm going to save this recording and then I'm going to stop it now. But in the future, if you guys have another person that you enroll and they want to learn how to do it, you won't even have to show them. You can take them back to this recording and you can show them by using this. So I hope that was helpful. I want to keep to my promise. I don't want to keep you long. So I'm going to let you guys go, but I'm going to unmute you first and let's see if there are any questions. Everybody, you're all unmuted, so if you don't want us to hear you, you're going to have to mute your own self out, but everybody's unmuted. So you guys tell me, is there anything, you have any questions or anything you guys want to say about the training I just did?
No, you did a wonderful job explaining everything.
Oh, good.
I had my first customer, she did it herself though, but of course I did it myself the first time too, but it get tricky with your back offices and all that kind of stuff. So I think that was wonderful.
Awesome, because the key is to remember, if you're selling it to a customer, you shouldn't be in your back office. So that's why I wanted to start it off by showing you where is your website address. Only your orders are placed in your back office. So if you guys have something you want to get, you go. And the key is, because your orders are going to be what? At a discount, all right? So you don't pay those prices. The customers pay those prices. All of your orders, you receive them at a discount. So just keep that in mind whenever you're ready to ring up a customer. Go to your website, not your back office. The back office is just for you, and the special pricing there is just for you. All right, are there any other questions before we end today's training? No?
Just want to say thank you.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to make it short and sweet, and I'll try to do this again as I learn of things that might be of importance to you guys. And I'm learning too, because some things that I think might be easy or self-explanatory, it's not until one of you say, I don't know how to do this, can you explain it to me? Do I realize that, oh, okay, that's not self-explanatory. You need to explain that. So that's why I want to continue to use this format. If you guys are finding it helpful, I'm going to save this video. Now that I know how to do it, this is my first Zoom, so I wasn't sure how this would work, but this seems like it's going to work just fine for us. So Next time I'll give you more notice and we'll plan ahead. But I just figured if anybody was planning on being on the 8 o'clock meeting for Central Time for Sarah, this would just be a quick switch out. You wouldn't have to do anything extra. You just join this meeting instead of that one, since that one was canceled. But if we do this again, I'll try to give you guys some more notice. And again, we have so many wonderful rollouts for November 1st. So if you haven't already, please take some time and look in our group, and you'll see some special announcements of some things that are coming up. It's going to be wonderful, easy for us to share straight from our back office. I think that's what I'll do next time. Next time I'll show you how to quickly share information from your back office. So I'll try to give you some notice, and we'll do a quick training on how to share from your back office. But if you have some time, why don't you just take a look in your back office and play around with it and see if you can find it yourself. And if not, I'll show you on our next training. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I love you guys. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you, and I'm ready for us to excel. Have a good night.